Hello my lovely Cancers, welcome to Earth Rose Tarot. How are you doing? Thank you so much for being here. This is going to be a general tarot love reading for my Cancer in Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus. It's a general reading, so it's not a personal reading. It won't resonate with every single person out there fully, but I do hope that you find it useful in some way, at least enjoyable, and I hope it does resonate for you, at least parts of it. As always, please do take what does resonate and leave what doesn't for somebody else. This is a timeless reading, it's for whenever you come across it. And absolutely when I'm saying this is how you feel about someone, this is how they feel about you. If it resonates for you just the other way around, just reverse the roles, that's absolutely fine. Woo. Okay, Cancer. And as I'm recording this, although it is a timeless reading, we are in Cancer season now, so a very happy birthday to any of my Cancer sons. So hope you have a wonderful birthday. I'm going to jump straight into a spread for you today. We'll find out about the connection between you and someone who comes through in this reading. It might be someone who's on your mind, but it might also be someone else who wants to come into the reading. So just bear in mind it might not necessarily be about the person you think it's going to be about. But if it's your reading, you'll know who it is. So, well, I would think. Well, let's get into it. Can I get the top 6 cards for Cancer, please? Cancer's love reading today. All right. Whoa, okay, what a mixed bag from the first layer. For anyone who hasn't been here before, I'm going to be getting 3 layers of the spread with 3 different decks, and then I'll go through everything for you. At the bottom of this first deck, we have the 9 of Cups, Cancer. Okay. Okay. So someone here, whether it's you or someone coming through, is quite, feeling quite content, and I'm getting a little bit standoffish and a little bit, like, happy as you are, or as they are, like, just, and satisfied, and not really opening up or letting someone get too close. It's like they're filling their own cup currently, if that makes sense. They're satisfying themselves emotionally, and they're more focused on their business, their career, on practical matters. In terms of affection, they're not kind of looking for it elsewhere, I want to say, other than within themselves. It feels like they may have already detached from something which was very difficult to detach from. And they might be still in like a time of processing about whatever that was. They might not be being completely open about that ending, that conclusion that happened. I'm getting someone who's being quite closed-lipped. Certainly when it comes to their emotions, they might be a little bit emotionally unavailable or just detached about that aspect right now. Someone is more focused on having some exciting new start for themselves, which is very profitable, I want to say, or, you know, just is something to do about their abundance. So they could be focused on buying a new house or starting a new career or something which is going to make them even more comfortable. They want, and it could be something where they're getting out of, or they're signing a big new contract about something about that. They're comfortable with being friendly, but when it comes to anything else, no, I would say they don't want to jump into anything. They feel like they would be rushing. Okay, let's see where this goes. So, I get the next layer for you, Cancer. Can I get the top 6 cards again from this deck, please, for my lovely Cancers? Okay. Well, yeah. At the bottom of the second deck now we have the Nine of Pentacles. So very independent energy coming through. This could be you, Cancer, as well. You could be both in a very independent place, but just in different ways. There's someone here who's extremely attractive and self-sufficient and really on top of their game, looking great, doing very well. I would say they're single, but they are. Yeah, this could be someone who's particularly interested in fashion and beauty and that kind of thing as well. They have a lot of things to balance within their life, they pretty much keep everything in line. Like they balance their books, or they balance like a personal life and their work life or their career and etc. There has been a period of rest. Maybe someone needed all their energy for other areas of their life as well. There might have been quite like a bit of a difficult time, but someone has come through it. They've risen to the challenge. Wow. I definitely see that someone is maybe has suitors who are like interested in them, who maybe try and charm them, but I definitely get like this person whoever's coming through here has been in a bit of just spending a lot of time on their own and maybe quite reserved. It feels like someone wants that new beginning in love, but only if it is the one of like the one, the soulmate. Not really interested in just short term flings or that kind of thing, or entertaining people who they don't feel that strong connection with. So this person feels like because of that they are happy to, well, like they're showing a lot of patience in terms of what they want to manifest arriving. It's like they're in no great rush, but they know that they only want the one, basically. So in the meantime, they're in their Nine of Pentacles, doing great, looking great kind of mode. Okay, let's get the top 6 cards one more time, please, for Cancer's reading today. Some Leo energy coming through for you, Cancer, and Capricorn. The top 6 cards for my lovely Cancers one more time, please. All right. Okay. There's a lot of fire energy, and I've got the King and Queen of Wands both on the spread now from different decks. So, as I said, Leo energy, but definitely fire, like Aries, Leo, Sag energy here as well. At the bottom of the third deck, we have the Queen of Swords. Well, yeah, I mean, overall, there's this strong sense of boundaries, independence, and really someone kind of putting their foot down and being like, if it's not just right, then don't even approach, don't even like waste my time kind of thing. And also, this is an energy of someone who has ambition, they have goals, they have the wherewithal to get through difficult times. There's just this kind of sense of... Also, I think this person is very in tune. This could well be you, Cancer. Someone is very in tune with their intuition, and they've learnt from the past. There could have been occasions in the past where they kind of, maybe some part of them were telling them that this isn't the one, if you like, but they tried to make it work and tried to build on it anyway, and it led to being in an uncomfortable or I want to say like aggy situation with that person because they're just on different wavelengths potentially, or had different goals, like long-term goals. So could be one person who here, you know, in the past, who was very like a go-getter, had a lot of things they wanted to do, very excitable and also driven, and someone who was more about, you know, taking it slow, taking it easy, being more like maybe emotionally nurturing. It could have just led to, you know, clashes and about the future and that kind of thing. So there's someone here who's very sure on what they want and they're not backing down. But this Nine of Cups, Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, overall energy, this is like, I am perfectly fine on my own and I'm actually very happy like as things are. So if you're not going to match what I need, then it's fine, don't worry about it. Like I'm not interested, but I'm not bothered either. Wow. I feel like there is, though, essentially someone, obviously this is why we're doing a love reading here, there's someone who wants to make an offer of a new start, and because they want that emotional connection and commitment, and the, like, maybe even a family. There's someone here who has long-term intentions, and for their own life as well, and they've identified this, you know, the person they want to make an offer to is like, I could have all of that with this person and have a very joyful family home life. Someone who wants to potentially be a father as well. But there's still a bit of tension here. Maybe someone's concerned that they're moving on from something else too fast. I get the sense that someone is kind of hesitating about moving forward because they think they would be rushing. I keep getting that as well. There is some sort of choice that needs to be made, and someone kind of wants to sleep on it or think about it more. Someone's been working a lot, maybe even throwing themselves into their work, but there has been this longing for a love connection and... Oh. Okay. Let's get into the spread, Cancer. So, how you're feeling about the person who's coming through in this reading. We have the Four of Wands, the Seven of Wands, and the Six of Pentacles. So, the Four of Wands is that sense of unity and maybe being together, and so you could feel like you want all of that with this person, like you want a relationship with them, you want a family with them potentially, you see the potential of marrying this person, you feel like this could be like some sort of destined union or connection between the two of you. The Six of Pentacles, you feel like as a team you could achieve so much, and it could be a very stable and kind of equally reciprocal home life. I keep getting this sense of home and family about this. It could well be you that wants to have the new beginning, and you're dealing with someone who, male or female, doesn't matter, is in that kind of Queen of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Cups energy I described. Obviously, if it's the other way around, just flip it. But it's giving me that you feel like the two of you would support each other very well, that you feel very balanced with this person, or things could be very balanced and fair is kind of what I'm getting, and just as a result it would be very harmonious being with this person. But then obviously we've got that Seven of Wands, so whether this is something you want to fight for, this is like you are this is a hill that you will die on kind of thing about being with this person, because you feel very strongly about it and you're willing to stand up for your convictions about the fact that this is what you want with them. Or it could be that, and also you feel like there is resistance here from this person about letting it happen. You could feel like they're putting up roadblocks where they don't need to, kind of thing. Let's see. Just give me a little bit more about how Cancer is feeling about this person. Tell me about how Cancer is feeling about them. Thank you. See, we've got the Tower in reverse and the deck split showing the King of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands. It's there immediately. Well, I was just talking about it from this deck. So this might be someone that you want to rebuild with that Tower in reverse. If the two of you have experienced some sort of Tower moment previously. Or it could be that you want to like convince this person that this is worthwhile and it's not going to lead to a Tower. Why is the Tower here? King of Pentacles, it's again Earth energy, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. This could be someone who's very slow and steady wins the race. They want to be sure to have their stability and their foundations set and prioritized over emotions, for example. It's more important for them to feel like grounded, like when things are up in the air or seem to be a little bit out of control or moving too fast, and they get very uncomfortable and think that they're like gonna careen. Anyway, just that if they were driving, then they would end up just driving off the road, off a mountain kind of thing, because they don't feel that sense of we do this and then we do that and everything's set. And let's see, what's this Tower about? The Queen of Cups. This feels like you're trying to... You feel like you want to get through to this person that maybe even opening up emotionally will not be a disaster. This could be someone who is hyper independent or has been single for some time, or when they previously opened their heart up, it led to a lot of chaos or conflict in their life, so they might be a bit shut down when it comes to that now. So tell me anything else about how Cancer's feeling. I mean, the Queen of Cups is you. That's your energy, Cancer. It's water, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And she's also, the Queen of Cups is the personification of kind of unconditional love and a lot of care and feeling of empathy. It's like you want to explain to this person that you understand where they're coming from, why they would be feeling resistant to this, but you feel like you want to fight for this because you feel like this could be the person for you. Tell me more. Oh, okay. We've got the Queen of Cups with the Six of Cups. That Six of Cups just came out on top. Is this someone you knew before, Cancer? Because what else came out was the Five of Wands, and it landed over about on the position on the spread of how this person is viewing you. And then the deck split showed the Four of Cups and the Knight of Swords. I wonder, could this be someone that you feel determined to get back or rebuild with? And now, if that is the case, then they are coming through as basically saying, when we tried this before, it just ended in a lot of arguments and that Aggie energy I was mentioning, of, they're not interested in, they don't want to fight, they don't want to argue with you anymore, or for it to devolve into just kind of point scoring or resenting each other. What was this Five of Wands about? Seven of Pentacles. What about the Seven of Pentacles? Four of Wands in reverse. Okay. And then the deck split again, and the Seven of Wands is there again with the Two of Cups now. So this feels like, well, the Seven of Pentacles in this deck, you've got two people reviewing what they had. You know, it would be like the pros and cons of doing something. It is a, do we try and salvage this, or do we just let it go? Kind of a feeling. So just give me one more about how Cancer's feeling about them. Four of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah. And then the King of Swords at the bottom of the deck. It's that you want them to open up. The Four of Pentacles upright is that kind of feeling vulnerable and closed off and holding back and feeling the need to like protect themselves, maybe even protect their hearts. You know, it's like a little, and especially with that King of Swords, it's like an ice wall has gone up around their heart. And it's, you feel like you want them to open up to you again. Maybe you feel like they have closed themselves off to you. Give me one of these. How Cancer is feeling. Thank you. Okay. You essentially want this person to just talk to you. Like, I feel like they might, if they're giving you some sort of silent treatment as well, then you're just, come on, just open up, just talk to me. Let's just have a conversation. You know, can we meet up for just a coffee or a drink and just break the silence? Maybe to even discuss how, you know, what the two of you can do to stop from that cycle from the past from repeating again. Yeah. It's also, you feel like you want them to stop putting off what could be done. Like, stop putting off to tomorrow what could be done today. It's like a seize the moment energy that you're giving me about this person. Like, stop dilly-dallying, stop saying, you know, now's not a good time kind of thing. It's like, the separation between, it's like you've run out of patience potentially, but also it's like you don't want to wait anymore for the separation between the two of you to be over. It's like you really are determined to break down the walls that they've put up effectively and to get through to them. Okay, so let's carry on. How are they feeling about you, Cancer? We have the Three of Swords, the King of Wands, and the Five of Swords. Well, it's like they feel conflicted, I would say, because they are very drawn to you. There's probably a strong sense of chemistry between the two of you, but they are coming through with this Three of Swords energy, which is and especially how much you want to fight for it. They might feel like, and if I cannot say this enough, if this is the other way around, just reverse the roles, your person could be coming through in the Cancer position. But what I'm getting from this person is that they feel like you maybe previously hurt them, that there is, especially with that Five of Swords, and the Three and Five of Swords giving the Eight of Swords, which is that mental prison of this can't happen because I've decided it can't happen kind of thing. Like, is it can't or is it won't happen kind of thing, because they feel like maybe there was deception going on or something was hidden from them previously which led to a lot of heartache. Now that doesn't have to be cheating or as such. It could just be, it could be about anything. It could be about someone's work, for example, or whatever. It's just a sense of something. They feel like there might be things that they're being told that they can't trust, or that there's certain details of an explanation of an apology, for example, being left out. They feel wounded. They might even, with that King of Wands, they might also, it's hurt their ego potentially, what happened, and they might be coming through here from a place of a bit of pride, is like affecting the fact that they are so standoffish now. Okay, give me a little bit more about how this person is feeling about Cancer. Wow. Immediately the Seven of Swords fell out on top of the Five of Swords. So that's what I was getting, of that element of dishonesty, or something was being hidden from them. Tell me more. How does this person feel about Cancer? They feel like you want to rebuild with them, basically, but they're so focused on when they had put a lot of effort in the past, and it led to a disappointing end or a result with you. Tell me about that. Seven of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles, yeah. Now that doesn't actually have to mean monetary loss. It's just, it's obviously, everything is symbolism and metaphor. Effectively, they feel like, yes, you want to try and rebuild with them, maybe from the ground up, especially if there was a tower moment between the two of you already and everything got flattened. But they are also feeling like they're reviewing the fact of all the effort they put in before, and it didn't lead to the Ten of Pentacles. It didn't lead to a happy home, happy life. You know, that kind of sense that you're kind of very adamant of a mutually generous and fair. I was getting, if you wanted to make it clear to them that it would be like a fair family home, or dynamic, or maybe bills split or whatever. But they're seeing that actually when they invested time, energy, whatever, in their resources in every way into this before, it led them to be depleted and to kind of maybe not be left with very much. Maybe they feel like they got taken advantage of in some way. Why is the Seven of Swords here? Strength in reverse. Why the Seven of Swords? It's giving that someone didn't have the Eight of Swords. They may feel like they just don't have the courage to give this another chance. Not courage, but like the kind of the courage to put themselves out on the line again and potentially be hurt again. It's easier to just, I was talking about the Eight of Swords and then it came out. It's easier to just say can't rather than won't. Just give me a little bit more about what's going on here. Why is this person feeling like this about Cancer? Okay, a couple more. Oh. So I recently got some oracle cards for the first time, and I'm actually really enjoying them, just practicing with them off camera. But the cards that came out, we have lusting in reverse. I can't show you the picture. Clinging upright and shallow upright. So holding on obsessing, spying, hollow, empty boredom, and then obviously the chemistry, like the lusting, the sexual energy in reverse. Why? Oh. Releasing, letting go, moving on, walking away, and rejection at the bottom of the deck. Abandoned, dismissed, irrational fear. Ooh, how can I put this? It's like the position of the Cancer in this reading is basically trying to argue that there would be more depth and there would be more fairness and there would be like a mature family home, essentially, that the two of you could bring together. And this person feels like it's almost like they've lost a little bit of that desire for the Cancer in this particular card, and they now maybe feel like, whereas the Cancer is arguing there it will be depth and maturity and fairness, this person's coming through and saying that it's like maybe they're thinking it was more sexual, because like purely lust rather than love. Maybe they feel like the Cancer was just lusting after them and didn't really care about them. And now they are trying to release this situation. As I said, they're like they've put up a wall and they are detaching from their emotions because they feel like it's not enough. Like with shallow and lusting in reverse, it's like this just doesn't, the chemistry isn't enough, and they might feel like the Cancer is kind of trying to hold on to something, whereas they're trying to let it go. But let's carry on. Let's see. So how they are viewing you, Cancer. I think I said from the start, it's very like conflicted energy going on for this person, because how they're viewing you is the 10 of Cups, the Devil, and the 9 of Pentacles. How am I going to show you this? Okay. I can't show you this Devil card, but there's the 10 of Cups. The Devil is in the middle, and the 9 of Pentacles. Well, I would say they view you, it's almost like you are almost dangerous to this person, because you are the epitome of everything that they ever wanted. Their like wish fulfillment in terms of happiness, and like they view you as the person that they considered would be the be all and end all, like the one that they would have a family with and they would be very happy with and could make them exceedingly happy. But then they also are viewing you with this Devil energy, which is, maybe it's a sense of restriction or control that comes into the connection when the two of you have tried to be together before. There's maybe they're viewing you as, God, how do I put this? But like they might be viewing this as, they have decided this is a karmic relationship or connection, and again, I'm seeing that they feel like the thing is with the Devil, it's about control and restriction and feeling constricted, and maybe and the 9 of Pentacles is that sense of freedom and independence. So it's like they're viewing you, as much as they thought that this would make them extremely happy, they are valuing their independence right now more. Or in general, they just value their independence more than the idea of this being the happily ever after that they thought it could be once. I don't know when if you were together before, there became a lot of like arguments relating to like what they were doing or what they were allowed to do, or rules or something like this that were applied, again maybe around like living arrangements. Or let's see, why are they viewing Cancer like this, please? Three of Swords? Why? The Queen of Wands. The Eight of Cups at the bottom of the deck and the Seven of Swords is underneath the Eight of Cups. Why the Three of Swords with the Queen of Wands? The Nine of Swords. They view you as tempting, Cancer, or they're viewing the Cancer as extremely tempting to kind of be lured back into, you know, the idea of this happy life, happy home, happy family that is being presented to them. I do feel that they are aware that they still have like a pull towards you, but at the same time they're viewing you as this would lead to heartbreak, or this is someone who has already broken my heart and could do it again. Again, I saw that kind of element of they are viewing the Cancer as someone they detached from because they lied to them or deceived them. They involved a third party. I feel like they're withholding communication as a punishment on the Cancer, basically. The Nine of Pentacles just fell out as well, and the Eight of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck. They are extremely stressed that they might be ignoring effectively the one, but they feel like it doesn't work out as a healthy, harmonious. That's what I was getting from you, or the Cancer was like trying to argue, no, it is going to be harmonious, fair, equal, like, and they're viewing it as anything but those things. Yeah, they're viewing you as reaching out, they're viewing the Cancer as reaching out, trying to make an offer, trying to make things right, but they view it as almost like a wolf in sheep's clothing kind of attempt to start things up with them again. What is their current situation, Cancer? We've got the Eight of Wands, the Moon, and the Five of Pentacles. So it's strongly a suggestion that their situation, they are receiving these messages, but the idea of what could happen, and that again, they view this connection as, I will end up in that Five of Pentacles mode again. That's what happened to me before, that's what happened, that's what will happen. Maybe they feel like they previously, because now you're trying to argue, no, it'll be fair, it'll be equal. Maybe they felt previously they gave and gave, and it wasn't reciprocated equally. They were just giving until they were depleted. Now, there doesn't have to be money. It could literally just be emotional or effort or thoughtfulness, this kind of thing. And they were doing all of that. And when it was the other way around, their feelings weren't considered. They were easily discarded, or they were pushed out if someone was having some sort of dealings with someone else or doing something behind their back. So they feel like they got the short end of the stick, and their situation is that they're fearing what will happen if they even take like the tip of this olive branch and move things forward. So they are both like fearing the fact that they'll be left in lack, or left struggling, or suffering and having to get through like a difficult time again. They're fearing that, so they would rather, it's like overwhelming the idea of moving forward in any way. Tell me more about their situation. Tell me more about this person's situation. Justice, it's Libra's major arcana. They might be feeling that this is this, again, that's what I said, that they were kind of passing judgment on the Queen of Wands, in terms of viewing this person maybe as like, or not just passing judgment, but punishing the Queen of Wands by holding back communication, by this silent treatment. But it's almost like they feel like this is what the Cancer, I feel like this is a cross-watch reading, so if it's not your reading, please don't get offended in any way. I'm just reading what the cards tell me or are giving me. But it's like they see the fact that they can see the Queen of Wands fighting for them. It feels like that's what should be happening. Like that's only fair that they are doing this. But at the same time, what's fair for me is not having to respond, kind of thing. Like it's almost like they feel like they don't owe the Queen of Wands anything at this point. Tell me, like including a response. Anything else? Yep, 5 of Wands, 8 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. They definitely do feel conflicted. The Temperance card came out, which is Sagittarius energy, and then we've got the 7 of Cups and the 6 of Swords. As I said, they feel conflicted. So this could be the element this person feels like they need more time to think about things before they proceed in any way. And they're a little bit confused about like that choice I was talking about, making a choice of whether to move forward, whether to give this a chance. 3 of Wands fell out. Again, a little bit of element of waiting there. But at the bottom of the deck now is the 3 of Swords and the Ace of Wands. So this person they don't know what would 100% happen in the future, but they feel, they feel quite certain that like a new beginning would end up with them having their heart broken again, basically. Anything else? This person's situation? Escaping. Avoiding, blocking, pushing away. Yeah, they are... And perspective, better off, happiness, clear headspace. I feel like this is what... They may feel like since they detach from the Cancer in this reading, they have gained a new perspective that they're better off, and they're no longer having to like struggle to keep their stability or their life, you know, on an even keel, because they're also having to deal with like the strife, the pettiness, the bickering or whatever. I'm definitely getting like arguments, clashes over goals or deception or etc. It's like they are trying to push the Cancer away effectively, because they feel like they're actually maybe just in a, like, this is what I was got from the very beginning. This, like, I'm fine and I don't need to connect, like, that emotional connection is just not worth it if it's at the detriment of everything else, kind of thing. Karma, consequences, cause and effect, and debts. This is what I was saying with that Justice card. This and memories at the bottom of the deck, reminiscing, dwelling and bittersweet. this is bittersweet for this person because they're viewing the Cancer as like maybe there are some happy memories mixed in there as well. But with Karma and the Justice card, this person is like the Cancer in this reading. This person feels like the Cancer is getting what they deserved, which is why I keep getting in the tarot cards as well. So, what action is this person most likely going to take towards Cancer in the near future? Page of Cups, Two of Swords, Queen of Wands. I was like, oh, they're going to be reaching out with an apology, but I feel like it's the other way around. It's interesting because the Cancer has been coming through as the Queen of Wands pretty much throughout. So I don't know if, because the question I ask is the action that they're going to take. So if I don't know if they try and suggest like some sort of compromise, as it like after taking some time to think, that they are like, okay, and then they reach out to the Cancer and be like, okay, well, listen, sorry I've been silent for so long, but I needed some more time to process. I wasn't in a place to consider rebuilding, etc. But maybe we can be friends. Maybe we can be there can be a truce. Obviously we're not going to be together again, but maybe if it's that, then they might get blocked by the Cancer who's been fighting for them, because that's kind of not what they want to hear. And it's almost like I'm getting this point scoring thing, because this is like this person has been ignoring the Cancer and silent treatment on their messages. Then if they then reach out to the Cancer, like they decide to actually, all right, I'll stop the silent treatment, I'll show them that I do still care, then they get blocked by the Cancer as like one-upmanship. Let me just clarify, because that's wild. Why is the Page of Cups? Why is the Page of Cups here? Page of Swords. Eight of Swords in reverse. Eight of Cups sideways. So this person is telling me that basically this person has been thinking about things, and maybe they've been either reading what the Cancer has been sending, like messages they've been sending them, or they've been thinking it over, basically, and maybe there is an element of them that's like, okay, maybe it is possible. It is possible, because basically, like earlier I was saying about how they were very much in an Eight of Swords upright energy, and we saw it come out, and it's like, well, now I've thought about it, okay, maybe something is possible here. Eight of Cups sideways. I'm not completely adverse to the idea of giving this another chance. So why is the Two of Swords here? Why is the Two of Swords here? Ace of Wands in reverse. Ace of Wands in reverse and the Five of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Well, now I don't want you. This is wild. Oh dear. This is like someone is like, I want this, I want this, I want this. Come on, talk to me again. Like, I'm fighting for this. And this person basically thinks about it. They're very worried. They're viewing this as potentially like a toxic / unhealthy dynamic. And then they think about it, okay, well, maybe there is a way to move forward, and they reach out, and express that they do still care for the other person, and the other person's like, well, I don't want you anymore now. You're like, it's literally, it's so petty. Sorry, no one's gonna like this reading unless you can like enjoy calling yourself out. So I don't know, it is what it is. I've got to go with what cards come out. But fighting that hard for someone, and then when they do express themselves, then the person who was fighting for it is like, I don't want it anymore now. This is truly a cross-watcher reading. Anything else you can tell me about this? This is like someone who fights that hard and makes that many like big promises and paints such a picture for someone to like who has shut down that emotional element of themselves, just to get them to open up, just so that when they do, they can slam the door in their face again. Look, poker face and passion. Wow. Well, someone is being very risky. Oh my god. Okay, so what I'm getting is that basically this behavior from this Queen of Wands, of when this person does reach out, maybe even accepts the Queen of Wands apology or etc., what I've already described, and they then shut them down. It's like someone who wants this person to chase them. So they are chasing this person. As soon as this person reacts, like finally, like, okay, all right, I'll listen. All right, we can meet up and have a coffee or whatever. As soon as that person does that, then, because this Queen of Wands wants to be chased. I'm saying she, because it's Queen of Wands, it could be male or female in real life. I don't think they enjoy that. They feel like it's also affecting their ego that this is happening. So they might be doing this that I've just described in an attempt to make, like, they don't want to have to chase, they want to be chased. So they might be doing this to now, like, as if to say, well, you've run out of time. Like, I was giving you the opportunity, but you've taken too long to get back to me, so now I don't want you anymore. But in, like, an attempt for that person to then be like, oh my god, I'm so sorry I took so long. You're right, I should have jumped at the opportunity, like, for us to have another chance. Please, what can I do to make it up to you, kind of thing. Oh, okay. What's going to be happening between these two people in the near future? I've given up on saying you, Cancer, because this is clearly a cross-watcher reading. What's going to be happening? We have the Tower, the Page of Wands, and the Knight of Wands. I mean, there is a lot of passion, a lot of attraction. This is also giving me someone in the mix, is probably who's came through as a Cancer here. Someone who gets distracted or gets, like, by other people. Or, like, this is someone who really wants this person in this reading and wants to fight for it, but then they will equally next week just it's like a flavour of the month kind of thing of like, oh, well, now I really want this person, so who I've just seen across the room. And it's a bit fickle, to be honest. Why is the Tower card here, please? Cancer, this is a difficult reading, so thanks for that. Why is the Tower here, please? Then what's going to be happening? Jeez. Yeah. what came out, we've got the Queen of Swords that came out first. This is like, this would be like, I feel like this is the person who's coming through in the reading, who I'm probably speaking to at this point. The Tower clarified by this is like the rug being pulled out from under this person's feet, again, by whoever's coming through in the Cancer's position, and they're like, I effing knew that you were going to do this to me again. Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck as well. What's this Page of Wands, Knight of Wands energy? Oh. Okay. Nine of Pentacles and the Star came out. And the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So someone is a bit of a catch here, for sure. But it's like they know they're a catch. What could also be happening is that someone is really shutting down this past person, whoever's coming through in this Cancer role. They're shutting it down once and for all, because either they're meeting someone new as well, Seven of Wands with the Seven of Cups. Tell me about that. Yeah, they just know that they can't trust this past person. The Hermit came out on top of this person's situation. It's like... And the Five of Wands is at the bottom of the deck. Five of Wands, I've seen it so many times in this reading. So essentially what's going to be happening... The person who's come through in this reading is doing a lot of thinking about the person coming through as the Cancer, and they are confusing them effectively by their attempts to get through to them and fight for this. But for one reason or another, there could be this Cancer person does something else which really shocks them, and it's like, no, I know everything I need to know about this past person, and that is like the icing on the cake is kind of what I'm getting. And there is a new energy here as well. Tell me a little bit more, what's happening going forward? Cupid's arrow, have faith, love is coming, surprise invitation, struck by love. Yep. Date. Get back out there, meeting someone new, setting a date online. Wow, my gosh. Not today, boundaries and hurt, avoiding conversation, not dealing, still upset. And then the deck split when that came out to show shock, sudden change, shocking news, surprise epiphany, transformation, and addiction, codependent, obsession, restraint, possession, control, emotional block, and underneath that is backstabbing, heartbreak and pain, separation and loss, deception and lies, shocking attack. What it's giving me is that I shouldn't laugh, but this is like, obviously this is a cross-watcher reading, so oh wow, I mean, the Tower moment is basically like I'm disappointed and I'm shocked, but am I surprised? No, not really. Like, this is almost like exactly why this person did not want to give whoever this is another chance. And they almost had them convinced, but it's almost like maybe the reason that they end up getting like this, well, you're too late now, response when if they do, like, okay, I've thought about it, all right, maybe we could meet up, and they get that kind of, well, I don't want you anymore response. It might not be anything to do with like the cancer person wanting them to chase them. It could just be because now they've got their eyes set on someone else. Maybe that they like, but this is someone who's like got the attention span of a golden retriever when it comes to love. Like, they could even be addicted to like either the chase, like controlling someone else. They could be codependent, or there's just this need for them to be desired. So they are like, I said, this is someone who spotted someone else across the room and being like, oh, you know what, forget it, I want them now. And then Cupid's arrow comes out. It's like, oh, suddenly this person who I've been chasing, meh, whatever, because now Cupid's arrow struck and I want that one over there. It's like, and it's going to be leaving this person who's come through in the reading like, I effing knew it. This is exactly why I didn't want to like give you the chance, the time of day again, to do this to me again. Ooh, what a reading. I hope it was useful for whichever cross-watcher came across it, and or unless you are a Cancer and the roles are just reversed, of course, but I hope it was useful for someone. And thank you so much for watching. Please do hit the like button for me, the thumbs up button. Subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to have you as a subscriber. And if it did resonate in any way, please leave me a comment and let me know. I really want to know. And thank you so much again for all your support. I wish you all my best, my lovely Cancers. I'll speak to you soon. Bye.